Hello, this is a presentation for the debate that happened around the Rosetta Stone, and the main question of the debate is, should the Rosetta Stone return to Egypt? So first of all, what is the Rosetta Stone? The Rosetta Stone is the linguistic key to deciphering hieroglyphics and the most important connection between Western civilization and ancient Egypt. The Rosetta Stone was a very important discovery because it allowed the West to understand the hieroglyphics and decipher ancient Egypt and their culture. The Rosetta Stone made possible for them to translate the hieroglyphics to Greek and then so they could understood what was going on in ancient Egypt and how was their culture. So the question is, should we return to Egypt? The main controversy is because Dr. Zahi Hawass, who is the Secretary General of Egypt's Antiquities, Department of Antiquities, and is a very important archaeologist, is claiming that the stone should return to Egypt from the UK, where it resides now. He says that the Rosetta Stone, not being Egypt, is still a remnant of Sheffield colonial management, because when the Rosetta Stone was discovered, it by a explorer, he took it with him because he thought it was personal property, and then it went from hand to hand until now residing in a UK museum. Dr. Sahigawa says that this needs to return to Egypt because it's an important part of their culture, is an important part of their roots. This is a picture of the Rosetta Stone. So how we apply this to Latour? He says difference of use of the Rosetta Stone: Western civilization, discovery, conquer, and power. Like when he described this encounter with that fisherman, he said that the geography, the difference between the fisherman and the Perus was that the Perus was going to use this geographic knowledge to gain power, because when that geographical location will reach the west, they will know more about this land and they will return to the land in a position of power. So that's what happened with the Rosetta Stone. The Rosetta Stone had different meanings for the Rosetta Stone has different meaning for Egypt than for the West. For Egypt, probably was just something to remind them of the roots, but for the West was a completely important discovery, something that revolutionized everything in terms of linguistic, in terms of understanding Eastern culture and understanding Egypt. So Latour makes this case. We can apply Latour to this controversy by saying that the Rosetta Stone was a key to power for the West to conquer and colonize the East. And Kuhn says, he talks about the paradigm shifts of culture and of theories, where he says that new theories and new things always overcome others by shock. So this can be applied also here, because this is a new paradigm shift, because for many years it was understood that the stone, although the stone was part of Egypt, it remained the West and was part of the West. But now this all weight could be debunked, because now we see the world in a new light, and now it is possible to see that Egypt is the rightful owner of the Rosetta Stone. But there are some arguments in the article that says why not the stone should be returned to Egypt. And one is that the Egyptian museums not as well kept as the UK's, and the stone could be damaged in Egypt, and that the stone obviously have more exposure in the UK museum because it's a bigger one, most popular one. But I think these are a little bit of weak arguments to be had, and I think that the stone should return to Egypt because there was a find, and it's an important part of their heritage. It's an important part of the West too, but I don't see what problem is that the stone should be in Egypt again. Thank you very much.